Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly fantastic day today on this Monday. So you see the title of the video. Undonis Haslam talks about Dwayne Wade beating LeBron James one-on-one. So I actually watched a video on this. I think it's from the 520 podcast with Jeff Teague. But I'm going to read this article from fadeawayworld.net. And the article says, Undonis Haslam appeared on former All-Star Jeff Teague's podcast and revealed that Dwayne Wade once beat LeBron James in a one-on-one. Now, I think it's funny how they chose to word this at the beginning, because I felt like they worded it in a way to try to minimize the fact that Wade beat LeBron James one-on-one. It's like Dwayne Wade once beat LeBron James in a one-on-one, as if Undonis Haslam had implied that they played multiple times and Dwayne Wade happened to beat him once. I feel like that's how they tried to make it sound. But anyway, let's go on. Says, the best player I ever played with, let me tell you something, man. It's got to be Bron. But what I am going to say is I watched Dwade and Bron play one-on-one. I saw that game. Dwade won. Haslam then said, just because LeBron lost that one-on-one doesn't mean that Wade is a better player than him overall. Haslam would also say that Michael Jordan was his GOAT, but that's because he and LeBron are nearly the same age. Jeff Teague and his co-host maintain that they feel LeBron is the GOAT. So yeah, I want to talk about this because, you know, I'm doing this video of Undonis Haslam saying that he watched Dwade and LeBron play one-on-one, and Wade won. Just a few days ago, I saw Too Raw for Sports. Shout out to Too Raw. I saw him do a video saying that Michael Beasley apparently beat LeBron James over 30 times in one-on-one. And what makes that even more interesting is that apparently Michael Beasley lost to a 50-year-old Michael Jordan. Let me say that one more time for you fanboys. That Michael Beasley has apparently beat LeBron James over 30 times in one-on-one, yet Michael Beasley lost to a 50-year-old Michael Jordan. So I have a few things to say about this. Oh, and then let's not forget that apparently, is it Ocho Cinco? Somebody let me know in the comments. Ocho Cinco or some football player apparently beat LeBron James in one-on-one as well. Now, it seems to be relatively known, except to the ultra-delusional fanboys, that LeBron James is not a one-on-one player. And I feel like I've seen Gilbert Arenas say this a few times, that, LeBron James' strength is not one-on-one. Why can't we just let him use what his gift is in making the right play and yada, 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 and plenty of excuses for not taking over the game when he needs to. And I feel like I've seen some other players mention that, one-on-one is obviously not LeBron James' strong suit. But I got a couple of things to say about this. So first, I want to say this. For you ultra-delusional fanboys who think that somehow LeBron James would have a hair of a chance of beating Michael Jordan one-on-one, I cannot explain the amount of delusion that you must have to think this. Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. This is completely delusional. And, at the very least, if you want to hold up LeBron as your GOAT and your king and maintain that delusion, okay, that's your prerogative. But if you think that he could beat them in a one-on-one, that is completely and utterly ridiculous. Again, D-Wade beat LeBron one-on-one. D-Wade is not Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. Michael Beasley has apparently beat him over 30 times, and Michael Beasley lost to a 50-year-old Michael Jordan. What are we talking about? Like, where is the delusion coming from? But anyway, the other thing I want to say about this is I think in basketball, your one-on-one skills is a very important aspect of being a superstar. And I think all the great superstars have good one-on-one skills, at least for the most part. Basketball, unlike football where you're playing completely, where you have an offense and a defense, on basketball, because you're playing both, to me, your one-on-one skills really can either enhance or cripple you in the team concept. First of all, to be a good one-on-one player, you have to have good defense. To me, to be a good one-on-one player, you have to have good defense. Because if you're going to get somebody who's an assassin on offense, especially if you're playing make it, take it, how do you ever plan to get the ball? Like, you're going to have to get a stop. So to me, the fact that LeBron James apparently is not a great one-on-one player at all, to me, that speaks to his lack of defense. Again, he's only made 5 first team. Every time people talk about LeBron, they throw out he's made 6 all defensive teams. But I feel like we need to really be specific. And he's only made 5 first team. Compared with somebody like Michael Jordan, Kobe, Gary Payton, who's made 9 all first team defenses. So yeah, I feel like the fact that, again, that he's not good on one-on-one is more evidence that LeBron James is really not that great a defender. Despite the lies and, narratives that they try to sell you about he can guard all 5 positions, which, again, to me, because you luck up and get a stop on one possession, that doesn't that doesn't mean that you are sufficient at guarding that position. And then the other thing that it exposes, obviously, is LeBron James' lack of offense. Again, LeBron James only has 3 moves. It's A, duck your head and go to the basket, B, shoot a 3, or C, travel and carry. So, yeah, to me, the fact that he's not a great one-on-one player exposes all of these things about LeBron James. And again, to me, plays into the fact of why he has lost so many championships. Because again, LeBron James, and he has just recently said this in a post-game interview, he says it's just a feeling he gets. In other words, he's ran by his emotions. He has to get this feeling, but he's not one of those players like Kobe or Larry Bird or any number of people who can really just turn that clutchness on and off as needed. Or I should say, turn it on whenever they need it. He's not one of those kind of players. And, if anything is happening to where he's a front runner. If anything is happening, for the most part, there's always exceptions. So don't get in your feelings, fanboys. But in general, if anything is not happening or is happening that the game is not going the way he expects, like LeBron James is not that kind of player who can just turn it on. Again, there's too many stories of LeBron having to be motivated in the moment, of someone having to get on LeBron and say, hey, man, you need to play harder. You need to do this. You need to do that. There's too many, even in Miami, the fact that Dwayne Wade had to come to him and be like, look, man, you play your game and I'll figure out a way to fit in. So it's too many examples of that for LeBron. And then the last thing I want to say about being a great one-on-one player is you really have to be able to maintain that mental intensity because you have no help. On either side of the ball, you really have to maintain that mental intensity on both sides of the ball at all times. When you're playing the elite of the elite, I feel like any of you guys who've played ball and who's played a lot of one-on-one, that. Like the intensity on one-on-one, that it has to be there all the time if you're serious about winning. And like I said, and if you're playing an elite player who is a dog himself, you don't get to turn it on and off in one-on-one or else you're going to lose. And to me, this also exposes another weakness of LeBron James. Is that's just that inability. Again, it goes back to consistency. Same thing we say all the time. LeBron James is the most inconsistent superstar that we've ever had. But anyway, we gonna hold up here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about D-Wade beating LeBron one-on-one and the other stuff too. Like I said, shout out to 2 Raw for the video saying Michael Beasley beat him over 30 times and Michael Beasley lost to 50-year-old Michael Jordan. Let me know what you guys think. You all have a truly fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. All right.